Welcome to the indices, and markets have moved up strongly. The ECB have pulled a few rabbits out of the hat. The ADP figures from Wednesday will influence the NFP figures tonight, so we should see a positive outcome from that. Not exceptional, but enough as such to keep it, reasonably stable. The S&P 500 needs to work across the 1940 before we see it push up to the 1950. The bigger picture here is what we're looking at yesterday, and we'll still stay with that particular view there. The wave count here from this particular wave 4 that we were looking at through here is still pushing to the upside here. We can see that that's 1, 2, 3. There'll be a 4 and a 5 here, and that will be across that 40 area through here. And just drilling into that a little bit further on our little 15-minute chart here, we're looking up for 1, back for 2 here, and the third wave roughly in here somewhere at the 1940, and then another move here pretty much the same length as wave 1 here into 1950. We'll be looking at the top of wave 3 at that point there, and the wave 4 can pull back well to the wave 4 of one lesser degree, which will be back into the 1920s. So that's possible, but we'll assess that when we get to that point there. The Dow Jones is the same as well. Our upside target was 16.8, always sort of thereabouts, but it's still got a little bit higher to go there as well. So as you can see here, the same as the S&P 500, the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4 and the 5 to move up a little bit higher here, but I'm quite confident that that will fold back into the 16.8 and have a larger correction at that point there. The DAX didn't really move a lot, but it is facing a large number as well. Once again, the wave count is in line with the S&P 500, so we can expect another move up into 10,030, 10,050 from that point there. The FTSE's in a different wave count than the DAX and the S&P 500. It's more in line with the Australian market, as I mentioned. Now, the FTSE and the ASX 200, we've been fishing for lows. Can't really confirm it as such. We can see that it's building as a low. They still may have lows in right now, but still can't confirm it to the upside. I would assume that the move up through here would be an impulse wave and then a move back through here. So support on 68.30, a nice tested support is what longs would be looking for. Longs would be looking for here on that would pull it away from the 6800 here. So we expected bounces to come into the 68 area here, and we just need to see some movement up now. That's all, and this will be moving differently from the other markets. But as we've mentioned before, we've been working through this A wave, this B wave, and the C wave here is coming to an end. It's just been a bit squashy. That's all. But nice support on 68.30, then 68.50. You can place a larger bet on 68.50, and we'll be taking new highs out, and we'll be looking at 7,000 basically, and 7,200. Now the ASX 200, as this is the positive, we've got a positive wave count in the bigger picture and a negative count in the bigger picture as well. We've got this as actually a top here of a primary wave B. Actually this one here. So we just got to see how it goes. In the bigger picture, coming back up to the 5,500 here would be a positive situation occurring for this particular market. Currently it's in this downtrend through here, and we're looking at this as an A wave, a B wave and a C wave. It may not be an A and a B and a C here, up for 1 and back for 2 here, but there's not much evidence of it actually moving up. Yes, it has bounced off the 54 sort of low area through here, and we've been sort of counting down as an A wave and a B wave and a C wave down here, looking for 5 waves down here. But like the FTSE, it sort of bounced around a little bit. So just drilling into that here. Yesterday I couldn't confirm that we had a low in, and thought there would be a bit more of a low to come into play here. I can sort of count from wave 4 here down to wave 5 here, and that fits quite nicely to this point here, okay? But then it leaves this here, this A, this B, and a possible C here. So it could also fail from here as well, but I want to take this all this low with a bit of a pinch of salt as well. Our main focus, like many other markets, should be looking at this as being an impulse wave up, and of course our cash market today should be positive based on the European news as well. So I would normally say here 54.50 as support would create the long trade here, and it's kept us, that kind of talk has kept us safe using support and resistance. However, this little sideways pattern here should break to the upside here, so moving in on 54.45 or wherever it is at the time, and putting a stop at 54.36 could see you getting lucky, so to speak. So this is the 54.50 here, and this does appear to be corrective across here, a little ABC here. It's just on the 2-minute chart, but an A and a B and a C, and it does appear to be an impulse wave up here with corrective moves here. So stop under this area here. Don't put stops at 39. Better to go down to the 36. You'd be safer then for any spikes, any squeezes that happen and whatnot, and look to add on top of 54.50 there if that's the case. Now, the other interesting point here too is that, oh no, that's okay, that's all good. Alrighty, well that's it. So still a bit of a guessing game on picking these on these lows here. US BHP was up overnight. The metals markets were kind of stable, so we should see some stability in here. So we should see, realistically, we should see a push up, and that's what we're looking for. And also too, Friday, a strong move on the Friday will follow through on the Monday as well. But we need a higher close with higher volume as well. So that's something to look at. All right, cheers.